fool around and all that. And they decide to roam because, you know, brothers like to roam. So this is what Europeans say. They say that they went all the way up here. These original African people went up here, turned white, came back mixed, turned brown and yellow, and the yellow people came up here and here. And now what they tell you across the Bering Strait, and every single person, all 80 million or 210 million that Columbus discovered, came through this little thing 12,000 years ago. You know, I never believed that story anyway, because, you know, when you're a child, you say to yourself, now, this is weird, because everybody along this equatorial belt looks alike. They're all little, short, black, nappy-haired, thick-necked, big-butt people. You know, all the way, you know that, you go all across to the Indonesia, Australia, and stuff like that. So how did they get there? They went up here and came down here. That don't make sense, does it? You know, in the first place, we know when we leave here today, we ain't all going to go one way. We're going to go in a different way. So I said, well, why didn't he just, maybe he did go that way and come down this way, but did he go this way too? They said, oh yes, well, he went this way. They'll say, well, he went this way and came down here, or they'll even say he went this way and went across here. And I have 5 degrees. For high school dropout, I got a little carried away. I have 5 degrees. And one is in philosophy. And you study all this, the development of man. And you say, I said, you telling me that man started here and he went across here, but he didn't go across here? Or he said, oh well, then there's another theory that if he didn't come down here, he went across here. And you say to yourself, well, why don't you just then you have to say to yourself, why are they picking the longest route? Because Columbus discovered America. And once you have made that lie, the dogma, the canon, then you go about and develop crap that you teach people. And that's what it is. It's just pure crap. It just doesn't hold up in any kind of logic. And let me show you. There's no fossil evidence up here that's older than the fossil evidence down here. They have evidence down here 47,000 years old. And up here, at best, it's 28,000. So now you want me to believe that my ancestors came in this way, left no remains, carried them down here, kicked up brownness on the way because they lost it coming in, right? And somebody says, well, how do you know that they see the reason Columbus called the people Indians was because they were dark. He wasn't going to India. Columbus was going to Japan. Columbus was going to Japan. Read his diary. He was going to Cipango. So we should all be called Cipanese. But we're called Indians, like the subcontinent of dark people. Indios means dark. The Taiwanese are called Indians. Indonesians. You know, I mean, you got Gloria walked in all these intellectuals. I'm so glad I didn't go to college till I was 36. I never got to be intellectual. Yeah, all these intellectuals say, well, Columbus said, in God, you know, in the oaks. I said, bull. He saw some black people and he called them, oh, look at those black folks, those in the oaks. That's what he did. And I'm a historian. I'm in the John Henry Clark School. Here is Verrazano's diary. You know that bridge that y'all like to cross? Verrazano's diary. The complexion of these people is black. B-L-A-C-K. Not much different from that of the Ethiopian. Their hair is black and thick and not very long. It is worn tied back upon the head in the form of a little tail. And this is the Carolina coast. Then he goes up to Delaware and New Jersey. He said he found them fairer than the others. Okay, and he goes all the way up the coast, on the Carolina coast. This young man remarked that these people were black like the others and that they had shining skins, middle stature, and sharper faces.
What are you talking about, the Indians?
Okay. This is the native, these are the indigenous people. Verrazano in the 16th century, that's what he found. That's what Columbus found. They found black people, those Indios. Now, Columbus came over here. Now, let me finish this trip. And people say, well, you know, maybe it's difficult to get across the Atlantic Ocean, you know. You know, maybe the ocean is rough. You know how, we got to hold on to this lie that we created. It said, well, how about this ocean? Cabral, who, quote unquote, discovered Brazil, he was trying to follow Vasco da Gama's route, and he got outside the Congo River here, and he's trying to get here, and his fleet was blown across the Atlantic. That's how hard it is to get across. The wind just blew him across the Atlantic in 1500, and he discovered in his lost soul this. And that's in red and gold. And there's a river that goes just like this in the ocean. You know, there are rivers. Why everybody ends up in the Caribbean is because there are rivers in the ocean where the current just takes you right there and takes you right there. You know, what Columbus discovered was the way to get home. That's what the Columbus discovered.